Well, I was minding my business going through my YouTube studio to respond to comments, and eagle-eyed commenter by the name of it's QZD777, and he observed that there was some issues with the tires. And when I looked at it, yeah, it actually was buckling. There was actually some cambering taking place. The axle seemed to be very weak and causing deflection due to the weight. Now, I don't want to make an assumption, because an assumption simply means that you have to accept something to be true or something to happen without proof. And I have no proof that these boxes weren't filled to capacity and therefore exert some force on the axle, which was causing the cambering. Now, at the end of the day, even if it's empty or it's filled, these StackTech, to me, based on the fact that this company, ToughBuilt, makes high quality tools, I can't see that this would be an issue that they would not see. So it must have some explanation. So I went onto the internet to see if there were any explanation. I got a video from Zach, and he was going to explain. Zach Harrison of ToughBuilt, and he's going to explain better than I possibly could. So let's hear what Zach has to say.
He expressed some concern about some apparent camber on the axle of the rolling toolbox. And so what I'm going to do is, this is loaded down with tools. So one, we're going to see what it looks like on my module, and then also we're going to give you a little bit of information behind the scenes on how this kind of works, and that'll hopefully clear the air. There's not a problem. Let's just start with that, and I'll explain why in just a second. But first, the concern is with the wheels kicking out, camber within the axle. And so this is loaded down. It's got over 200 pounds of tools in it. I'll get the scale and prove it to you in just a second. And we're going to see what happens when I tilt mine. So first off, let's do a test here, okay? This is still loaded down. I haven't touched it since your previous story. And we're going to tilt it back. All right? Here, let's pull it where there isn't a crack, so there's no chance that anybody can call anything. And I can't tell what it's doing. I'll review the footage and see if there is any. I can't tell from this angle. If there is any, it's extremely slight. But yeah, that's 220-ish pounds. I'll get the scale and show you. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to do, but I think we can make it work. All right, zeroed out, leaning it back. What we got? 227 pounds. All right. So we got 227 pounds in these stacks with all these boxes combined and all the tools in them. And that, in that previous video, that was what you could see. I could see just a little bit of slight camber, but I'll explain what's going on, okay? Let's talk a little bit of shop about how product launches work, okay, behind the scenes. It's really important that you know this, because it explains the video that wants to cause, a lot of concern. This is what's called a pre-production model, okay? So what companies will do, I'm gonna sit down. What companies will do is they will almost kind of think of it last phase of prototyping. They will send out that very last piece before they do their mass productions to different influencers and things like that. So we can do this, we can answer questions, we can make videos, and things of that nature. So this is not the same product that you'll receive in production when you order online on the 19th. And what's really cool is ToughBuilt has already found the issue in some of the pre-production models and fixed it, and I'll explain. Okay, so on pre-production models, it has some of the appearance of cambering, and that's because the wheels on those units had a softer bearing tolerance, as well as a lower grade steel axle. It didn't affect performance in their testing, but it does make it look a little wobbly. On the production models that will be available to you guys for order and purchase, that issue has already been addressed. Okay, the axle was updated and to especially heat treated steel with a 10mm grade. That's the same grade thickness as a lot of the industry standards, and the tolerances on the wheels were tightened beyond industry standards to prevent any further flexing. So it's just a case of this was still developing. The production models that you guys will have access to will not have those problems. Hope I was able to give you guys a little bit of peace of mind. It's just a case of a really quick turnaround on launch, and so they sent out some pre-production models to influencers to hopefully get the upper hand on getting content built and things like that. What I really love, you guys have nothing to worry about. You're gonna have access to a product that is even better than this. It's updated and upgraded beyond even what I have right here, which I think is really cool because ToughBuilt didn't find any issues within their performance testing, so they didn't have to address it. But they want to make a tool that's worthy of their name, so they made the changes anyways, which I just think is cool. So I hope that gives you guys peace of mind.
Well, I hope this video helps to clear up any misunderstanding or any concerns that you may have had. I think it helped me. I understand what he's saying, so I'm gonna get it when it comes out in mid-October, and try it out and see how it performs, and hopefully it doesn't camber. I don't know. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe. See you in the next one.